So what's going on guys, I'm Black Amazing, welcome back to another video. Now the other day I put up a tweet and quick plug, I want every one of you watching this video to go and follow me on Twitter, the link will be in the description. But I put out a tweet saying, I won't lie, I'm still yet to see any evidence that Dr. Monty and the Shadow Man are the one. It makes sense, but I haven't actually seen any proof that this is 100% true other than it's just the most likely option. And I tweeted this out because I always see people, whether it's on YouTube or Twitter, saying that Dr. Monty and the Shadow Man together are 100% the one. And I've always thought to myself, well, am I missing out on something here? Is there a piece of intel I've missed? A cipher? An Easter egg? Because I have no recollection in my memory that we've been told outright, or not even that, because it's not necessarily something they would tell us straight away. There are a lot of things Treyarch don't say specifically, but they'd at least hint towards it. I've always thought, well, I must be missing something. If people are so certain that Dr. Monty and the Shadow Man are the one, there's got to be something I'm missing, but still, to this day, even after putting out this tweet, no one could really provide me with any evidence, and everything that was shown I've seen before. And I guess Zombies is all about perspective, at least it used to be. It was based upon our theories and ideas. Dr. Monty and the Shadow Man being the one is a plausible theory, but still only a theory. So to me, the big question still is, who is the accursed one? Is it Dr. Monty and the Shadow Man? Is it somebody else? What I wanted to do in this video is take a look at some of the evidence to try and figure this out, and within the next day or two of this video releasing, hopefully we actually find out the true answer, because MAUER TOTEN would have released, and there have been hints of the one escaping the Dark Ether in that map. So there may be the chance that we find out who he is. Anyway, so the last time we saw Dr. Monty and the Shadow Man was in TOTEN. The last time we properly saw the Shadow Man was in Shadows of Evil. It was in that map that he became trapped inside of the summoning key and was stuck in there until the end, TOTEN. Whereas the last time we saw Dr. Monty was in Tag. In that cutscene we see him getting banished to the Dark Ether. So we know what Dr. Monty's fate was at the end of that timeline, but what about the Shadow Man? Because the summoning key was destroyed. The last time we saw him, he was stuck inside of it. So if the key was destroyed with the Shadow Man's soul inside, what does that mean? Does that mean that his soul gets destroyed as well? Could it be that his soul would have left the key when it was destroyed? Or maybe the Shadow Man escaped the summoning key before TOTEN, because we have seen him do that before in Revelations. He switched positions with Dr. Maxis. Maybe, unknowingly to us, he somehow escaped the key. The point is, we don't know 100% what happened to the Shadow Man at the end of TOTEN. Either his soul was destroyed, or, like Dr. Monty, he was banished to the Dark Ether. We don't know, it's a theory. So let's just say for the sake of this video that the Shadow Man's soul did end up inside of the Dark Ether. If it didn't, then, well, that's the end of this video. Is there then the chance that the one could be Monty and the Shadow Man together? Because that was the big theory. It was that in the beginning, the Shadow Man and Dr. Monty were one. They were the same thing. They then became split, and now in Cold War Zombies, they've become one again. However, if we go to the Canorium, that tells us, and everything in here is fact, that in the beginning, Dr. Monty and the Shadow Man were two beings. Surely if they were the same, it would say they were one being. So we have the Canorium telling us they were two separate beings in the beginning. Another place where this theory came from was the song The One. I'm willing to bet most of you watching this video would have heard this before. It is one of the best songs in Call of Duty Zombies. For me, it's just behind the Varuk song. I love that one too much. Let me know what your favourite one is in the comment section below. But that song, and as you could have guessed from the title of it, talks about the one. The lyrics are, I've been waiting for someone to find and become a part of me. I've been waiting for you to come here and kill me and set me free. I've been waiting for the one. But there is absolutely zero chance that this song could have been referring to Dr. Monty and the Shadow Man or the one, because it released all the way back in 2009 for World at War. We barely had a storyline back then. Yes, maybe it has a meaning now that the zombie story has evolved, but back then the one wouldn't have even been a thought on Treyarch's mind. So this song isn't something we could use for this argument. Another place where these rumours came from that Dr. Monty and the Shadow Man were the one were from quotes that were said by the Apothecon Blood in TOTEN. If you don't know anything about the story in that map, pretty much a lot of it revolves around the Apothecon Blood. That is the reason why the ship has crashed in that map. The Apothecon Blood, as you can tell from the name, belonged to an Apothecon, specifically an Elder God. It was retrieved by Anton Gershon Harvey Jr. from the bottom of the ocean. If you aren't aware, this is the Elder God the blood comes from. So anyway, the scientists went down to the bottom of the ocean, they retrieved this blood, they brought it back on the ship, and the blood came alive, causing the ship to crash in TOTEN. That's its origin story in a short summary. And since the blood is alive, well, it can also speak. Just take a listen to what it says.
Now retrieve what we have lost. Retrieve our We can feel you. We crave destruction, but pain. We are in great pain. You will help us. But first, we demand fealty. Find us offerings 3. It is time. We are ready. These offerings please us. These are not done. We speak now the tongue which is forbidden, that we may cleave to our sworn enemy. We must restore that which was separated.
So the main quote people took from that was when it says, light and darkness will be reunited. I guess many people thinking that this refers to Dr. Monty and the Shadow Man. However, what I think the blood is referring to is the Keepers and the Apothecants. We know a very long time ago they were one race, they were all Keepers. However, some of the Keepers became infected by the Dark Ether, which then turned them into Apothecants. So when the blood says light and darkness will be reunited once more, it's referring to the Apothecants and the Keepers. The Keepers are light, the Apothecants are darkness, and they'll be reunited again because at one time they were the same race. So going through all of this, there isn't really any evidence that Dr. Monty and the Shadow Man are the one. Like I said, it's still really just a theory. We do know a little bit about the one. We have begun to get some pieces of intel about him in game. Just reading this document from Zarkov, who is a person trapped within the Dark Ether. He says day 4513. Since my arrival here, I have gradually come to understand that there is a balance of power among the creatures of this realm. While most of us are consumed with day-to-day survival, the ones at the top of the food chain gather armies of followers and vie for supremacy. These are huge, obscenely powerful entities. I believe their competition goes back eons, but there is one of these elder gods I fear above the rest. Should it gain enough power, it will reign supreme and look for fresh conquests, and if it becomes aware of my homeland, they will be too busy competing with the West to notice the real danger. In his next document, which is in day 4729, he says, I have learned more about the one who seeks to rule this land alone, and I don't know why, after centuries of stalemate, this particular creature is suddenly ascendant. I'm convinced that should it defeat its rivals, its bottomless appetite for power will not go away, so I must somehow find a way to stop it before it decides Mother Russia looks like a banquet. To that end, I am designing a new mechanism I hope will prevent this menace from ever leaving this place. I may go into further detail about how it functions, but first I must gather components, assemble it and run tests, all without catching the attention of our new overlord. Can one man succeed where the Elder Gods failed? Time will tell. And then we've also been given a couple of audio logs which are from Fedorov, where again, he mentions the One.
The One has chosen me. He's making me into one of his soldiers. I do not like to even speak of the One, but his shadow falls over us all, and we must pay tribute. At first, we sacrificed the weak. Strangers, friends, it did not matter, but then, we who still remained began hunting each other.
So, there we go. What do you guys think? We should definitely get an answer soon, but I just thought it'd be interesting to put all of this together in a video and see what we can make of it. Anyway, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Drop a like rating if you have enjoyed. Make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest videos on the channel. As always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, goodbye.